If you're thinking about buying a new build home here in the Las Vegas Valley, but you're unsure how the process works and you really don't know where to start, then this video is for you. I'm going to break down the 15 most important things that you need to know. Everything from how they structure new home pricing to covering builder incentives, all the way to the fees that you need to know about. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Gershon and I'm a Las Vegas-based realtor. And on this channel, we help simplify important real estate concepts while also shining a spotlight on the Las Vegas housing market. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. So there are two main ways that new home builders price their properties. And the first and most common throughout recent history at least is the base price plus upgrades method. So each model is going to have a starting from price and it's going to have the most basic features possible. Think of things like having mostly carpet, granite countertops instead of quartz, etc. Now if buyers want more specific things to be upgraded, and almost all do, then they have to pay for each specific upgrade, which is then added to the base price. They have a master list of potential upgrades with all of their pricing on it, and on average buyers are going to add roughly about 10% of the base price in upgrades to the total price. Now these types of new builds are made to order. Think of Build-A-Bear Workshop. So their production time is generally a few months longer than spec homes, which we're going to cover next. So a spec home, also known as a speculative home, is a new home that's built without a specific buyer in mind. So basically the builder's going to choose almost everything in the house. The model, the lot, the exterior design, the flooring, the interior upgrades, everything. And once the house is completed, it's going to be offered at an all-in price to the general public, which is different than the base price plus upgrade method we just covered. Now the benefit is that the home is going to be offered at a lower price versus a situation where, let's say, a buyer were to come and choose all the same features in the spec home and have the builder build it from the ground up. The downside to spec homes is that you lose the ability to personalize the home. So home builders are in the business of creating homes and then selling those homes. And when demand is low, they offer special builder incentives and financing to entice buyers. Now those incentives range from things like closing cost assistance to getting additional credit for upgrades in the house. Currently though, many of the builders are offering anywhere between like 5 to 10K in closing cost assistance, or even up to 3% total. Most home builders also have in-house lenders, which are technically their sister companies, and those companies can provide special financing terms for homes that close in the near future. Now currently the average rate for a mortgage, it's June 2023, is like 7%, while many of the new build lender financiers are guaranteeing anywhere between 5 and 5.5% on their homes closing in the next few months. And that's like hundreds of dollars a month in savings. When you execute a contract to buy a new home, you're expected to put down an earnest money deposit like normal. The difference for new builds though is that you only have 5 days to cancel the contract and get all your earnest money back with no questions asked. After that 5th day, your money's gonna go hard. So for most builders, if you cancel after the 5th day for any reason, you'll automatically lose it. Now the good news is that the earnest money deposit for new builds is generally low, like $3,000 to $5,000, but be careful and remember that 5th day rule. Lot fees. All right, one thing most people don't realize about new construction homes is that there's a fee for the specific lot your home's gonna be built on. Now, some lots are considered premium lots because they're either bigger or they're built on a corner, and those will cost a little bit more than the standard lots they offer. So if you're choosing all the features in your new home, then the lot fee is gonna be added to the base price along with the total upgrades you choose. If you're buying a spec home though, then the lot fee is gonna be thrown in together and presented with the all-in price. Price-wise, lot fees can range from a few thousand to tens of thousands, and that depends really on the location and the quality of the builder. SIDs and LIDs, what do they mean? SID stands for Special Improvement District, and LID stands for Local Improvement District. And these terms are basically used to describe specific areas or specific districts inside of master plan communities where special taxes are levied on the new home buyers. Now we call these taxes assessments, and they're used to reimburse the city for the cost of building the infrastructure needed in the area. So things like roads, lighting, sewer, curbs, etc. Buyers are charged the tax separately by the city, but it's spread out over 10 to 20 years. And that's because the taxes can come out to thousands of dollars per property, sometimes over $10,000. So depending on where you live, the SIDs and the LIDs is gonna be a few $100s per payment, which is done semi-annually, so the cost is a little bit more palatable. And if you sell the home before the total assessment's been paid off, then the remaining tax stays with the property and becomes the new owner's responsibility. And just to clarify, SIDs and LIDs are pretty much the same thing. The difference is where they're applied. So SIDs are generally located in Summerlin, Sky Canyon, and LIDs are located in the Henderson areas for things like Green Valley and Seven Hills. new build homes here almost always have an HOA that oversees the community. Now, what most people don't realize is that some communities here are also located inside of two HOAs that both need to be paid for monthly. The smaller HOA that runs your specific neighborhood, and then the master plan HOA where all those neighborhoods are inside of that provide things like a community center, swimming pools, and things like that. So examples of master plan communities where owners are likely going to have to pay for two HOAs here include things like Desert Shores, Southern Highlands, and Sky Canyon. So the vast majority of new build homes are going to come with the builder warranty that's going to cover various items for certain amounts of time. So according to the Federal Trade Commission, things like roofing, paint, drywall, windows, and any major structural issues are generally covered for a year. Items like HVAC, plumbing, and electrical systems are generally covered for 2 years. And then some builders even cover major structural defects for up to 10 years. These builder warranties are great because they can really give you peace of mind in case there are any mistakes made during the building process, which happens. So when you go visit a new home subdivision that's full of dirt lots, one common question is, how do they decide which homes are built first and where do they put them? So just like your favorite TV show, builders have a release schedule where a few specific lot and model combos are offered to the public each week, or every few weeks depending on the demand. Now each release generally comes from the same street or same area inside the subdivision, as opposed to having a free-for-all where buyers can come and choose any lot they want around the subdivision. Because the goal is to finish specific sections of the subdivision and then move on, so the previous buyers don't have to always deal with the constant pains of construction. What that means is that the specific model that you might want might not be available to contract when you first tour the subdivision. In that case, the builder's going to put you on what's called an interest list, and then they call people up on that list in chronological order the next time a release happens with the model that you desire. If you're called, you'll be asked to come down to the office and put the deposit down so they can start building the home. So is it better to buy early or late in the development of a subdivision? So if you're one of the earlier buyers in a new community, then the major benefit is the lower price you're getting on that home. Because each set of homes released periodically is going to have a small increase in price, maybe like a few $1,000s each time. Buying early basically guarantees that you're getting some of the lowest prices in the neighborhood versus identical models that are built towards the end. Now the cons to buying early are that you have to deal with all the pains of construction happening around you. Dust, dirt, noise, etc., all those things. So people who buy later have to pay a higher price, but they don't have to deal with all those issues. So what is elevation when it comes to new builds? Each new construction has a few different types of exterior design that can be applied to each model, and those designs are called elevations. You'll likely hear it referenced as, this outside look is elevation A, and this outside look is elevation B. Now, when you're choosing the features of your house, you're able to choose the elevation, but when you buy a spec home, the builder chooses the elevation for you. So almost all new build homes come without backyard landscaping, so it's just like a dirt lot. Now some will come with a covered patio and maybe pavers as an upgrade, but landscaping is something you're gonna have to take care of yourself after you buy the home. But I'll say that many new build owners will make the backyard their project that creates that extra equity for them. So where exactly are all the new build developments here in the Las Vegas Valley? Here's a map showing a majority of the larger developments currently being built. So we have Southern Highlands, Blue Diamond, Sky Canyon, Cadence, and then Aliante. Now there's some others I did not mention, but I'm going to put some links in the description so you guys can check out these master plan communities and areas a little bit better. So who exactly are the home builders here in the Las Vegas Valley? Now one thing you should know is that I didn't list every builder, but these ones are the ones with more than one model and more than one community. All right, here we go. Lennar, Pulte, Toll Brothers, Trilogy by Shea Homes, D.R. Horton, America West, Tri-Point Homes, Richmond American, Century Communities, Beazer, KB Homes, Touchstone, Del Webb, Harmony Homes, Taylor Morrison, Storybook, Woodside Homes, Christopher Homes, Blue Heron Homes if you got that money, and Liberty Homes. Now in the description you can find links to each one of the websites for these builders, and if you have any questions about the builders or their communities, feel free to reach out. Here's why you should take an agent with you the next time you go to a new build community. We many times can negotiate better terms, better incentives, better financing. We can also help you compare if a new build is a truly better deal than a resale home in the area. Now the sales reps at the new build communities who assist you, they work for the builder. Their job is to make sure that the builder gets the best deal possible, not you. For them, the best deal possible is to make sure that there's no agent there because there isn't anyone to cross-check the info they give or anyone to pay a commission to. And guess what? If you go to a new build community unrepresented the first time, they don't take the realtor's commission off the top for you, they just keep it. Taking a good agent will ensure that you're getting the best deal possible. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about Las Vegas new construction homes or you'd like to tour some, feel free to contact me. Please also check the description for more information.